The Nigerian government has been advised to carry along mainstream faith-based organizations and institutions to take climate change information to grassroots and galvanize mass action to ensure climate justice. The Chief Executive Officer of Connected Development, called Hamzat Lawal, said this as the date draws closer to the United Nations Climate Conference. Lawal made the call in Abuja on the launch of Policy Brief on Interfaith Dialogue on Climate Change, where he emphasized on the importance of leveraging on faith organizations to engage with country delegates and increase their capacity to advocate climate justice in their different communities.
We must demand for accountability, but most importantly, we must leverage on local knowledge. The president has appointed Chief Ajirin Gelale to coordinate climate action. I think this evidence base will set a tone for him in engaging not only civil society, but most importantly, faith-based organizations and various faith-based institutions, because you cannot leave them behind. They're a powerful voice that we must leverage on, particularly in the context of Nigeria. But a lot of this country have not remitted these pledges. But I think we need to also source our funds locally. And what do I mean? Yes, we know that the Ecological Fund enjoys 2% of all the sales of crude oil, and this money is supposed to be distributed to the states to ensure that they're able to mitigate against the effect of climate change.
Also speaking at the event, a climate communication consultant, Daniel Oladoja, said the policy documents which were made by Nigerians for Nigerians, which contains information locally sourced with various imperial data on climate change, would be helpful to address the effect of climate change on the communities.
Now you can point to something that is for Nigerians, by Nigerians, that was made in Nigeria, right? You don't have to use data for UK studies or American studies. You now have a piece of evidence that is locally made and you can trust it, it's verifiable. So that's the big thing about this study, and that's the real mountain that it moves for everyone who is making arguments and making debates and making recommendations.
Our correspondent reports that the policy briefs aim to set the time for improving on the effects of climate change in different communities, with religious leaders expected to be involved in passing strong messages to their various members on the effect of climate change in the country.